Hey there, Hive Workshop, Respeto here. I received a few requests as to how to import models into your StarCraft 2 map, so I've just decided to make a video. I've got two models here that I'd like to show you guys today. One's UNSC, it's some Halo models made by Tony. And the other one is just a planet that I've extracted from some World of Warcraft MPQs. Now, it's another thing I'd like to quickly just browse by. Everyone's been asking me what I've been using to export WoW files, and it's World of Warcraft Model Viewer. Very, very simple program. Just load it up, and when it's finished, do a search and file. Well, let's actually wait for it to work. Now, it's very simple to use. After it's been loaded, simply search for a file you want, for example, planet, right? Find the model that you would like to use. You can view the different animations here, if it actually had any more. Once you find the model that you'd like to use, simply select it, File, Export Model, M3. Now, one thing is for sure, you cannot change the name that it assigns here. UL Planet 5 in this case. If you change it at all, then you'll get all kinds of exporting and importing errors when you try to use the actual model. And there you have it. You have your TGAs and your model. Now, importing in StarCraft 2 for your first couple times can be rather tricky until you get the hang of it. Now, of course, when you get the hang of it, you'll notice that there's a lot new features in the StarCraft 2 editor that allow you to do so much more things compared to the Warcraft 3 editor. Sometimes people cry about things like it's really difficult to import and things don't match, you can't change the path, etc., etc. But if you do this properly, then you don't need to change paths. It does it for you already. Now, I've only been using the editor for about 10 months now. I got it. When I first got the beta, I started using it a lot, but I ended up going to do other things. So, anyways, I've been using it a lot recently, and I've just come to appreciate all of the different incredible things you can do with this editor. Now, the actual importing process of this video will probably be the shortest part of the show. Now, so start off by right-clicking, import files, make sure that you unselect desktop. I have it set to my desktop right now as a directory. I import the UNSC ones first, simply to show you that how it works. Essentially, these don't have any TGA files, so you simply just need to import every single model. Obviously not the README. Click OK, and there you have it. You've got your models. There's one thing you're going to discover in my tutorial, and it's that it's going to help if you have all of your models and TGA files, etc. Moved to the root path. It just makes things a lot more simple. If you have it in their own file, you can get all kinds of errors. Now, see, this is another problem I may as well bring up now. When you move files, sometimes you'll get this little cube thing here that shows it can't load the model. Just ignore that. Sometimes when you see that, it's warranted, but most of the time it's just because you've moved the file and the editor doesn't know what to do, basically. So once I save, it should go back to normal. Yeah, as you can see there, perfectly fine. So now I'm going to import some files that actually have Targa images, as will most models that you want to import. So what you want to do first is import the file excluding the model. You want to import all the TGAs first, or DDS, or whatever images or textures that the model just happens to be using. In this case, it's Targas, because that's what the WoW model viewer saves in. So once you've imported the files, you'll notice the different textures here. What you want to do at this point is select them and move them to root. It'll probably give you an error again once you move without saving. It has a hard time loading. So simply save. And there you go. So import files. Now you want to import the model. As you can see here, it works fine. Again, move, root, save. And there you go. You have your model. So now what you want to do at this point, once you have your model imported, is go into the data editor, find something you want to replace. Sometimes I duplicate units. In this case, I'll just use Command Center. Not even in units. There we go. Usually I work through here. I'll work through this view for today so you guys can have a simple understanding. Scroll down here under models. I believe you need to have one of these. Yep, you need to have this clicked to see this part. Go down to Command Center model. There we go. Scroll down, and here you see the path. So simply browse, search for the model you imported, and there you have it. There's your model. Just to give you a slight example of something in game that's actually usable. Battle cruiser, model, battle cruiser. Browse. I'll use the frigate. Once you have that, you need to set the death. Simply go to model battlecruiser death, change its path. Frigate death. Sometimes models will simply have their death animation built into it. Some other models won't even have death animations, such as most of the ones that I've imported from WoW won't even have death animations. So now that I've applied it to the battlecruiser, I will place one in the game. And give you an example. Weapons of the model in game. So, there you have it,
What
guys.
is it?
There is your frigate.
Yes, Commander.
I hope this video has helped you guys
Whatever
clear
that
some
means.
things up, and I look forward to seeing the many maps
Course
in the
laid in.
future with custom imported models. This is
Yes,
Respetto,
sir.